Hello everybody, we are at Pretoria Boys High and it is the second race in the Cyclelab Mountain Bike School Series. This is your course review and of course it is brought to you by Garmin. As you can see, I am joined here by my two friends. On my right, obviously Richard Taylor for the first time, representing Garmin. How's it, Rich? Are you well?
Always good news, Sven. It's glad to be here at Pretoria Boys High. It's going to be a fun little course review today and see what we're capable of doing on the route today. It's going to be good fun.
Amazing. And then obviously a face that needs no introduction. On my left hand side is Al Alistair, the voice of the Cyclelab Mountain Bike School Series, and now of course also a man that's helping us build the courses. Al, how are you doing?
All good. It's actually a privilege to be here to see this beautiful school. Over 100 years old, the school, so a lot of tradition, a lot of history in the school, and it's one of those courses that is completely different to what we normally do, so looking forward to it.
Perfect. So Alistair, here we are on the race village. This is exactly where all of the activity is going to be taking place, where all of your schools are going to be and so on. And this is roughly the start and the finish.
Yeah.
So how did we build it this year?
Start and finish pretty close together, which is great for spectator value as well. So start obviously just behind, in front of us on this side of the field, where the guys, they've got a whole big rugby field for the start. They can do their warm-ups and stuff on the side as well. It gives them a lot of space for that sort of thing. And then on our left-hand side here is going to be the start-finish, where the guys will be lapping and picking up the course just behind us again. So brings everything nice and close. From, like I say, from a spectator view, value point of view, it's great. The kids can obviously get to the start line nice and early to get into their batches. So route, Sven, 5.5 kilometers. We're looking at and about 75 meters of ascent. So not wow, but we are going to pick up Suicide Hill a little bit later, which the guys will remember
right.
that one.
Yeah, we're grateful to be here, but really excited to go and check it out, and you guys should be excited too. This is an amazing course.
Richard, that looks like quite a fancy bike computer there. Bike computers evolving all the time in South Africa and in the world in cycling. Tell us a little bit about the features on that Garmin.
Yeah, Garmin taking bike computers to the next level. Today I'm using the new 840 Solar, next level device. On the cool features on this device, especially for the youngsters riding on the school series, Solar gradient climb. So when they're climbing onto the little Devil's Hill you were talking about earlier, it's going to tell them how far they are, what percentage gradient they are on their climb. And the main features, eat and drink. We always forget actually when to eat and when to drink, and with the devices on Garmin I actually warn you and tell you when you need to drink, when you need to eat something, and that's the main thing in racing that we always forget to eat.
So one of the first changes to the route for 2024 here at Pretoria Boys High. Last year, if you're somebody that did ride, will remember that the route went off in that direction to my right. Something new now is we're taking you guys down onto the bottom field here, which is going to bring a little something new that we've got there for you guys, a new little bridge crossing which we're looking at, so looking for exciting time. But let's watch Richard as he makes his way.
Okay, Al, I'm really excited about this new section. This didn't exist last year. So beautiful, we've just ridden it. Beautiful section of single track.
Yeah, you say it didn't exist last year, it didn't exist last week, so the guys from Pretoria Boys High School creating a new path for us, so excited to see what's going to happen on the day.
Okay guys, as you get into the single track, I just want you to be careful. You can see this overhanging tree here. Might be a problem for the taller guys. Obviously guys that are short like myself, not an issue, but you'll see that Richard's going to just take care as he comes through this section.
As you make your way out of the single track section, this beautiful new bridge, so take care. All right folks, around about a kilometer into the route is our second change for 2024. Those of you that rode last year will remember we stuck to the athletics track. This year, trying to stay off the athletics track as much as possible. We are going to hug this side of the field and make our way around the outside.
Okay, so another change in the route this year is instead of going around the fence, we're going to go straight through this section here and take a little shortcut, which is a lot safer.
Well Rich, we've been sitting here for a while. I wonder where Sven has been. But as you can see folks, one of those hairpin bends here as you make your way through the school corridor.
Cool, so we've just come across this beautiful little forestry ride. I think this is going to be the Garmin key section. You're going to be going at quite a pace up here, through this little section here. It's going to be nice flowing, nice grip, nice flow on the bike, a little bit of a high pace, but you boys are going to enjoy it.
Well folks, just a little over 2 kilometers into the course in the Garmin key section. You're going to have that little forest section, you're going to have a little flat area, and then this is the second part of this Garmin section where it's your first real climb of the day. We've just been told by Richard 3% gradient on these Garmin, so a little kicker here for you guys. So Rich, here we found ourselves at the dreaded Bajan Suicide Hill. Quite a steep little climb, 4%. How was it for you?
So yeah, it's been a little 12% gradient climb there, quite steep. I think when the lighties are getting into this corner, they're gonna have to think it at like the 4th or 5th lap, just to make sure they've got enough nutrition in their bodies, enough hydration to make it up this little steep little 12% gradient climb.
Yeah, that's obviously very important, like you say, nutrition. So make sure that they are fueling up on Bajan the whole way to conquer the climb. Something new this year as well. Last year we obviously brought the guys on the driveway. This year we are cutting a little section through there, just so they can keep the speed up quite nice and high and launch themselves to attack on the climb should they want to.
It's going to be a good little section to watch.
That's what's happened here, giving us a course on how to fix the tape.
So obviously there's a little bit too much power on that little climb back there on Suicide Hill, and it's absolutely disintegrated the chain link. So a quick repair and we're back on our way. So very important that you are able to fix your bike while you're racing, because as we know in XCO racing, you're not allowed to go backwards on the route. So once you're through the tech zone, if you have a problem, you're basically on your own and you can repair it. Otherwise you've got to run your bike all the way to the finish. So it's always good to get on a course. The guys from Cycle Lab do run a mechanical course just to teach you the basics and hopefully to be able to get yourself home. I'm going blind with
Okay, so we're very fortunate to be able to ride through all of the buildings here at Pretoria Boys High, and behind us is probably one of the most iconic, and it forms part of the Cycle Lab My Cycle Life section right in front of the building here. It's very cool.
More importantly, Sven, tell us about the pigeon.
Yeah, the pigeon we found out quite recently on the windowsill there is not real. It looks very real, but it's not. Just be careful here, very sharp turn to the left, guys, almost 180-degree turn.
At Pretoria Boys High, beautiful, beautiful scenery. Just gives you a little bit of a reprieve, chance to catch your breath before we kick up again on the off-road sections. Back into the forest section, a nice little bumpy single track as you make your way onto the top field.
Okay, so this is really near the finish line now. We're starting to hear the race village as we come to the Chia Vita Key section. It's a beautiful little section here through the forest. This year we're going to introduce something a little bit different, a little bit of a surprise. There's a nice little bridge that you need to go over, and our advice is just take it with a little bit of pace, keep your wheels straight, and it shouldn't be a problem. This is the Chia Vita section, really something to look forward to. Okay, also here we are, we've come into the race village, and this is going to become a very, very important section, because what you'll do is you'll come straight into the technical zone. And guys, we have to be serious for a minute and say, please, we're going to ask you not to cross here. It becomes really dangerous. The guys are really giving it gas. They want to win. So it does become dangerous if we start crossing.
It does, and adrenaline takes over. I mean, you're coming in, you're hearing the music, you're seeing your teammates shouting, your parents, your grandparents, your mates are shouting for you, and sometimes it just everything, it just becomes too much. So if we can keep this area clear and incident free, it's going to make it a whole lot better. Okay, guys, that is your course review here at Pretoria Boys High. It's been an amazing ride. Thanks for joining us, guys. What did you think? Oh, brilliant ride, brilliant venue. We've got a whole combination of urban riding as well as trail riding. It's going to be an exciting day.
Some cool challenges in the climbing, some challenges through the forests. It's going to be amazing racing on the day. Good luck, guys and ladies. It absolutely will be. See you guys on the 25th of May.